Parth Bhokta Dugdam Geetamritam Mahat Vasudeva Sutam Devam Kamsachanuramardanam Devaki Paramanandam Krishnam Vande Jagat Gurum. Okay, so we will continue our vicharam into the Gita, Bhagavad Gita, Srimad Bhagavad Gita, Ashtamodhyaya. And we did see about the last time the shloka number 16, Brahma Bhuvana Lokaha, is briefly. I said probably we will go through that detailedly today after I also sent some clippings that I took from Shringeri Acharyals Upetesham on reference to this particular shloka, that we get the meaning of these ones relatively, absolutely, Upasana Margam and the Shastra Sahitam, Shastra Vichara Sahitam. That's very, very important. So, I'll chant once and then we'll go to the literal meaning, Vachyartham, and then we'll see the Lakshyartham. Brahma Bhuvanal Lokaha Punaravartinorjuna Mamupetya tu Kaunteya Punarjanmana Vidyate. And in the previous slokam also we saw that Mamupetya Punarjanma Dukkalayama Shashvatam Napnuvanti Mahatmana Samsiddhim Paramam Gataha. In that also more two common phrases that Krishna keeps on saying is Mamupetya tu Kaunteya. So first is we'll see the Vachyartham. Hey Arjuna, Brahma Bhuvanaha. Means here right from starting from. Brahma Bhuvanaha. Brahma Bhuvana means Brahma Bhuvana Loka, meaning to say that it is the place where the Brahma lives, and that is whole thing is called the Loka, where Brahma is the Adhipati. He is the Lord of that Loka. It's called BrahmaLoka. So, Brahma Bhuvana Loka, from that Chaturmukha Brahma Loka, Bhuvana, Brahma, Bhuvana Lokaha, Bhuvanat Lokaha. Brahma, Bhuvana Loka means to that our Bhuloka. Bhuvanam normally also means stage, but Bhuvana Lokam here means up to that our Bhumi Loka or even Atara Patala, Atala Sutala, everything, all Lokas you can take us. When he is saying Brahma Bhuvana, sometimes we say Brahma Kita Janani, sometimes we will say. That means from that Chaturmukha Brahma to the creation of a worm, Brahma Kita Janani, Varnashrama Vidayani, it comes in Lalita Sahasram. So sometimes this is a very normal thing to say, starting, because all creation started from Chaturmukha Brahma. So all this creation, basically is saying, all this creation is Punaravartinaha, means Punaha Avartinaha. That becomes Visargasa Repam. Punaha Avartinaha. Avarti means what? Repeating. Repeated process it is. Literal meaning. In this one. But he said, hey Kaunteya, then number 5, hey Kaunteya. Number 6, Mom. Mom means what? Yenna means to me. Upetya, having reached. To me, having reached. Literal meaning. To me. Who is saying? Lord Sri Krishna is saying. To me, having reached. To but Kaunteya, Punarjanmana Vidyate. There is no repetition of birth. There is no Punarjanma. So, we know that moksha means there is no punarjanma. So, the first derived meaning is, we say, okay, if I reach Sri Krishna, there is no rebirth. That means that is moksha. That is what I want. Because we all want moksha. Yes, we all want moksha, But we need to get little bit more into that to get the samanvaya. We just cannot take this one shloka as it is. We have to get the meaning more into deep into that one. That means that mom is where a little bit of a upetya also is there to reach. And the reach in all these particular shloka is all this we are talking about karma mukti. That om ityekaksharmam vyaharan, then yav prayati tayandeham sayati paramam gatim. That paramam gatim, that kapala moksha, we think that okay, that kapala moksha, if it is attained to Lord Sri Krishna, then it is moksha. In clear spashtam in this thing. But is it the way that we should take it? Because there are so many other shastras, and in this itself, Bhagavan also says in so many other places that aham atma gudakesha, that I am that atma. So if you are that atma, and if you are inside me, where do I have to go reach? So a lot of these doubts will come. If the starting point, the ending point is the same, where is the matter of journey? Where is the matter of upetya? All these things are also coming. And then the Advaitis are always saying it is by the knowledge, by knowing the self-realization is the mukti. And this particular one, then what about there is a, so Mamupetya the Kaunteya, so Krishna, where do you live? Is there a Krishna Loka? We have to ask that question. Then we say, no, Krishna is avatar of Mahavishnu. So what Krishna is saying is Vaikuntham. Slowly I'm taking. So if I reach Vaikuntham, that is mukti maybe. But some people say, I reach Shivalokam and then there's a Kaivalyam, Shivaloka Prapti. Then what about Shivalokam? It is hanging between Brahmalokam and Shivalokam. Is Shivalokam also Punaravarti or it is also Moksham? People say, oh, when my great man said, oh, he has got a Shivaloka Prapti. He has reached Kaivalyam and he is a Vaikuntham. So Kaivalyam also is normally referred as Moksha. So what is this? This Loka Prapti, is that the Moksham? This is very, very important to understand this. So we have to little bit go into that one that I shared with you. Unfortunately, I'm not able to share that WhatsApp here with you because my laptop has got some problem with WhatsApp. That's no problem, but we will do it. Now, we have to go through that. So today, in the first 10-15 minutes, I will go through that because we need to go through that particular one that I sent you. So I've sent you all in WhatsApp, so you can open that, no problem. Now, this conversation, and also this conversation is from one Justice Chandrasekhar Iyer, visiting Shringeri around maybe 1940s or something like that, maybe late 30s or something, I don't know the exact year, and having a dialogue with our Shringeri Jagat Guru, Chandrasekhara Bharati Mahaswamina. Now, Chandrasekhara Bharati Mahaswamina, he was a Jivan Mukta. In fact, nobody was able to see him in the last 10 years or 6-7 years. Nobody could even see him. He went into such a Samadhi reclusion that nobody was. But this person had a very good time. And this was recorded by then Vaidyanatha Shastri, who later became Bhashya Swamigal. So here, and he has very clearly referred about this Abrahma Bhuvana Loka and everything. And so, though it was sent in Tamil, and there are some context with it, which also I will bring it into this shloka. So, normally from non-Advaitins, they have their mukti or a moksha definition as in 4 different mukti, they say, or 4 different stages. What do they call it? You might have heard it before. Salokyam, Samipyam, Sarupyam, Sayujyam. Okay, clearly get it. Salokyam. Salokyam means what? That loka that you are going to reach. Salokyam. So this shloka fits into that Beautiful thing. So Salokyam, this is not the Salok. This Lokam is of Krishna's Lokam, that is Vaikundam, or that is Salokyam. That is one first stage of, they call it first stage of Mukti, or that is also is called Salokya Mukti. Then after having reached Samipyam, getting close to him, because even Krishna says in Vishwrupa Darshanam 11th chapter, the last, he says, Arjuna, even all the devas, Deva Kankshinaha, they pray, they devas pray for so many yugas to get this Rupam to see me, in this Chaturbhuja Rupam. So that means Samipyam, after having reached that lokam also, to get the darshan of Sri Bhagavan, it could be a Samipyam, to go close to him, Samipyam, to spend some time. That is the next level of mukti. So, in this today's context, luckily Nalini Ganeshji is here. So I will take her only as a reference. Say for us, all of us here in Sydney and different parts of the one, we think, okay, if I'm a great Sringeri Bhakta, if I go and stay in Sringeri, that itself will become Salokya Mukti for me. How nice it will be. I will be there. Daily Mata Sharadambal Darshanam and then Acharya Darshanam. That itself is Mukti. And then we go. And somehow, and that itself is a big prayatnam. And if you are able to go and live in Sringeri, that itself is Salokyam for me. Sringeri is Vaikuntham, Shivalokam, BrahmaLokam, whatever you said, that is enough. Sringeri is Salokyam. Okay, acha ho gaya. Then Samipyam. I want to have darshan of Acharya, and I need to probably get speak to him words, get my doubts clarified directly from Acharya. Oh, that is even Samipyam. Not only is darshanam, we get Ambal darshanam, but with Acharya, what is it? He waves the hands, he talks to you. Ambal, everything is as a Murti, Swarupi. Not that she's going to talk to all of us every, but Acharya, we talk to him. And then he blesses you. You are having some difficulty, you are able to. So, Samipyam. You understand now? So, that getting getting close to his identity, that is Samipyam. Then Sarupyam. Sarupyam is what? Is the next level of bhakti. These are all in the Prapatti Mukti Margaha. Prapatti, that's what they keep on saying, Prapatti. So, Sarupyam means what? Oh, I have now even lost my identity. My identity is only with Acharya. Our identity is only with Mahavishnu, that Vairokam, or Shivalokam. And that is, I have forgotten myself. I am only, when I open my eyes, when I sleep, I am only with Acharya. One or with Bhagavan. Sarupyam. Your Rupam itself is now the Mahavishnu. Then Sayujyam. Then merging completely into him, even shedding your any identity of physical, gross, subtle, everything, you merge into him. Then they say Sayujyam, that is a mukti. So Chandrasekhara here asks him. Here also we got one Chandrasekhara here. In the class as well now. So Chandrasekhara here, Justice Chandrasekhara here, asked Chandrasekhara Bharati Mahaswami. Right? So, if these are all the level of mukti, they say, are these then true or false? What about all of them? That is a moksha, they say. This says, look, these lokas are there. We are not refuting these lokas. We are not saying these lokas are not there. There is Vaikuntham, there is Shivalokam, there is BrahmaLokam, there is Indralokam. All lokam, Pitralokam, all lokams are there. But he said, now, even the same example that you brought about the four mukti, are not there a difference between each one of them? They are gradation. First is Salokyam. Then, having reached Salokyam, then you're always yearning for Samipyam. When will I get close? I have come to the Loka. When will I get close? Having get the loss, when will I forget and I will be in his Rupa only, Sarupyam, next to Rup. So there is a difference in all the gradation. So there is a longing in between that. Say, for example, Nalini ji has gone to Sringeri, say 15, 16 years ago. when there was only our Mahasanidhanam. And she is there in Sringeri. And Mahasanidhanam, the current Bharati Mahaswami, goes on 2 years Vijayatra. She will absolutely miss him. You'll say, oh, Sringeri is there. When I go to Akkara, that is after this one, Acharya is not there. Yes, I see Sharadambal. When will Acharya come back? I'm waiting for him. I'm waiting for him. So all the Sringeri Vasis, they are waiting for Acharya. Not 2 months or 2 years, say for example. Then there is a tapam. So what our Jagadguru wants to say, what is your mukti, appa? Mukti should be shoka, tapa, mukti. But you also go there. You still have a tapam. You still have a dukkha shokam. Because wherever there is gradation, so two nyayam that you must take. Whenever there is gradation, whenever there is differentiation, there will be shoka, moha, raga, tapam. So that means if I go to that lokam also, I'm going to have a shoka, tapa, raga, everything. That is one main thing. And then whenever the second nyayam is, whenever there is a place that you have reached, you have to come out. Whenever there is a start, that has to be end. So if there is, you really think that you are going with this, okay, they also say, when you go to those lokas, you get a shariram called aprakrita shariram. Because you get the Shastra Vakyam from Moolam, from Sannidha, from our Sringeri Acharya, then you know these are all true. We do not know what. He says, yes, appa, you go there, you get a aprakrita shariram. Then what we think, oh, if I get aprakrita shariram, that must be at least dukkha shokam. There is no knee pain, there is no digestion problem. I can eat what I want. No diabetes, no blood test, nothing. I can eat and everything will be good. He says, no, you still have dukkha shokam. You think because you got aprakrita shariram, you don't have all these ailments and everything, but you still have a problem of this gradation. Tapam is always there. So, tapatraya mukti, now you don't get it. Okay. And he brings a lot of shruti pramanam. That is, tatyeka karma chito lokaha kshiyate evameva mutra punya chito lokaha kshiyate. The Shruti Vakyam. So, tat yata iga karma chita lokaha. So, whatever you have taken of fruits to go there, yes, you go there and harvest the fruits. Because they are fruits destined to loka, when that fruits kriyate, when that is what, and please keep this for chapter number 9. Bhagavan will say. So when that punyam kshiyate, you have to come back. So he says, our Acharya very clearly, that when you go there, yes, when that one goes, it will be and it is anityam. So then he says, what will happen to Krishna? When he says, Mom, Brahma, in fact, I have sent you that page number 203. That Chandrasekhar first asked, Satyalokam Vaikunta Mudili Logan Airpokudi Salokyam and Mukti Lendu Korapata Tatyadeh and Shudi Vakyam Anityam Dana. Right? So he asked Chandrasekhar here, Satyalokam Vaikuntam Adhyati Lokaha, what you have been said as a Salokyam, it is then Anityam. Because Tatyateha, that I have given you that. You're seeing that? Yeah. So, Tatu Yata Iha is Tatyateha. Tatu, that Yata Iha, here also the same thing. So, Sannidhanam says, Acharya says, it is Anityam. Spashtam. Jagadguru says, Anityam, it is not only Anityam. Anityam matramille. That is, it is not only Anityam. And the Muktigalil, in those Muktis, the Chaturvita Mukti I told you, Beda Bhavam Vilahada Padiyal. That is, in the Beda, that is the differentiation. That is not removed. The differentiation remains. Right? because there is gradation, because விலாகாதபடியால் ராகத்வேஷாதி தோஷங்களும் ஏற்படக்கூடுமாகையால் அவைகள் நித்திய சுகமான மோட்சம் என்று கூற முடியாது. So because of what I said, just translating, because a lot of people wanted to get the translation, I'm going by that one. So he says, because of that raga dvesha doshas, this fault lines remain there even when you go there. Because of the fault line, dosha means fault line. You should not take it as a sin or anything. It is a fault line because they are present in that. They are not a nitya sukham. They are anitya sukham. Which one? Vaikuntham. What is the pramanam? Jagat Guru's vakyam. And that what is he is taking? Shruti pramanam. And that justice, because Chandrasekhar is a justice, he is telling him, look, when you get two different witnesses, how do you evolve a judgment? Because one witness may be stronger than the other witness, because it may be a pratyaksha witness, another may be a neighbor witness, but you take pratyaksha witness as more this thing. So we take Shruti as the more pramanam in these things. See, the thing is, that is how we analyze this Bhagavad Gita in this context. Because you will get these things, because you are all advanced learners in Bhagavad Gita, mind you. So you will get tomorrow, say for example, somebody is always there to confuse you. That's okay. That's what we need to be equip yourself with. Hey, Krishna's Pattam, that's a ISKCON person will say, or you say another Vaishnava, they will always will say, look, it's very clear. Krishna said, how do people twist the meaning? Then you can say, look, it is Anityam. It is not only because of the one. What about the people who went into Vaikuntha? That's what he says. Vaikuntham Shavandal, Vaikuntham Punaravarti Sannidhanam says, right? Mahavishnuவின் துவாரபாலகராகினாய ஜெய விஜயர்கள். Though Mahavishnu ko do Dwarapalaka tha. Dwarapala guardians in the entrance. Jaya and Vijaya. And they get a shapam from the, what do you call that? You see, one. So, when they have given him the shapa, they have to be born in the Bhuloka as a Hiranyakashipu, Hiranyaksha, Kumbhakarna, Ravana, and all of them. Sanatana Munis. So, if that be so, when Krishna have somehow said, look, I understand all these differentiations, Sanadi, Sana, because they are small Sanadi Munir, but look, these people are just doing their duties, so don't worry, they are already in Vaikuntha, they are all obtained the Mukti, don't worry, we will leave everything in Vaikuntha, and this is Vaikuntha Moksha Margam, he doesn't have to go. The Shapam could need not even take an effect. But it took effect. And it is a Puranam is also there. So, Vishnu would not have said that to him. They got such a samipyam. Without knowing them, you cannot even go and enter and see Mahavishnu. They are the closest to them, samipyam. So, what Bhagavan says is, so you should not take it completely like that. Then page number 204, the next one I have sent you in that one. Have you got it? Because I'm not able to share it. Is it? Okay. In 204, page number, so Sannidhanam says, I will read and then give you the meaning. அந்த கூடமான அர்த்தத்தை பார்த்தால் அந்த தோஷம் வராது. Gudam means secretive, mean very the essence, it is embedded in that padam called mam. So this mam is the real secretive word, that mam. This mam word, mat pada lakshyartha. This mam comes from called asmat pada shabdam. Dakaranta sarvanama shabda asmat padam. Aham avam bayam mam avam asman maya avabhyam asmabhi, like that it goes. So the mam is a dvitiya vibhakti ekavachana of myself. To me, mam means literally to me. So that to me, that padam, mam, mat pada lakshyartham. That mat pada lakshyartham, what it is saying is can only be taken as a nirguna parabrahmam. can only be taken as a Nirguna Parabrahmam, and that Nirguna Parabrahmam Atma Eva is yourself, the true identity of yourself. Then how will I take Upetya? Upetya number 7. Upetya means having reached. For that he brings a Nyaya Shastram. Gatyartanam Jnanartha Katvam. Gatyartanam Jnanartha Katvam. Meaning to say, you know, when we say sometimes, oh, having reached that point, we are not able to understand beyond that. So, for that Nyayam, what he says, Nyatva iti artham, meaning to say having known. That means having known my Atma, or having known that Nirguna Brahman. That's what you must take. So the real Bijartham means that the Gudartham or that Lakshyartham or that proper absolute meaning in that is Mam Upetya is equal to having got that self-realization, or self-realization means that Atma Jnanam. Having obtained also is only Alankara Varta. Having obtained the Atma Jnanam Punarjanmana Vidyate. Now, that will have a samanvayam, meaning to say that reconciles with every other portion in this particular Gita Shastram or every Shastram. And we are not taking this just to reconcile this. Sometimes the bookkeepers, they do. When they don't reconcile, they'll put some double entry here on journal entry, on the journal entry. And every time you cook the books, we are not cooking the books here by reconciling this. We are cooking the books. We are absolutely taking the meaning with again pramanam. So that is what Bhagavan says. Bhagavan, then Lakshana, then Chandrasekhar again asks, Lakshana, why should I take the Lakshartham? Sannidhanam says, Sannidhanam means in this book it says Sannidhanam, that is Jeshta Mahasannidhanam. வாச்சியார்த்தம் சரியாக பொருந்தாவிட்டால் வாச்சியார்த்தானுபத்தி ஏற்படும் அல்லவா, அதைத்தான் லக்ஷணா பீஜம் என்று சாஸ்திரஜன் கூறுவார்கள். Okay, so what he says is that Vachyartham, when it doesn't align with so many other places, even with the Shruti, and Shruti is always on top of it, and that's what Bhagavan means by it. So that's why you must take it as a Lakshana Bijam, that go to the seed meaning in that Atma Vicharam. That, and so why is that Mukti then in the Shastra means? He says because of the Adhikarinaha. For Karmakanda Upasana Adhikari, Karmakanda Adhikari, Upasana Adhikari, Bhakti Marga Adhikari, all these things are said. And that is fruitful for them. It does bear fruit. Samipyam, Sayujyam and everything. And that fruit evolves them into the next level of knowing that. So Bhagavan, having been kind enough to all of us, has given all these shastram with a different sort of lakshyartham, lakshyam. Everybody needs a goal. So that is why Bhagavan has given that. So with that, I will close that one. We have quite a bit dealt into that. Anybody has got any doubt in this one? Because I think we should have got very crystal clear here. Nalini ji, Yatish Bhaiya, Premlata, Chandrasekhar Iyer here also, Chandrasekhar, Maithili ji. Yeah. And that itself is a pramanam for people, Okay. So now, Shankara also has very clearly said, this is, Bhagavan has said this just to tell you. And also there is one more. In Viveka Chudamani, huh? I'm sure. Yeah, I'll send that. Yeah. Okay. So next one, Bhagavan wants to say that, look, why this is Anityam, BrahmaLokam, why it is Anityam? Because of Kala Vishesha Parichinnaha, meaning to say it is bound by time and place, and the events. Time, place, and events. What are those events? He says, Sahasra Paryantam Aharyat Brahmano Viduhu Ratrim Yuga Sahasrantam Teho Ratra Vidojana. Arjuna, Brahmano means Brahmanaha. Brahmana means Shakti Bhakti. That is of the Chaturmukha Brahma. This is Sahasra Yuga Paryantam Ahaha Yat. So, Yat means that which is Ahaha. Ahaha means the daytime. Ahaha. Brahmanaha Yat Ahaha. Sahasra Yuga Paryantam. Meaning to say that Brahmaji, Chaturmukha Brahmaji, that which is a daytime, which is Ahaha, it is Sahasra Yuga Paryantam. Meaning to say it is filled with 1,000 yugas, 1,000 Mahayugas. 1,000 Mahayugas. And number 5, Ratrim Yuga Sahasrantam. The same Sahasra Yugam is put in as different Savastapadam. So Ratrim, the night is also another 1,000 yugas. 1,000 yugas. We'll come to what is yuga today. We'll see that one, no problem. Ratri also is similarly 1,000 yugas. And number 7, Ye Jana. Number A is just kind of Ye Janaha Viduhu. Ye Janaha Viduhu. That is the people who knows this, they Ahoratra Vidaha. They are one who knows about really the day and night. They are the true jnanis who know about day and night. Why Bhagavan has to say this one? Meaning to say, the Bhagavan had to say was that they truly know how a day and night from an smallest concept of our jiva up to the Brahma, how they vary. So they know the relative factors of different planes of existence, and that how they have known. And not only that, having known that, use my time very cleverly now. Because even having to that is why he says viduhu, not just by knowing 1,000 numbers and some factors of arithmetically knowing or mathematically knowing. That is not Krishna's thing. Krishna's thing is saying, Dekho, but even though you may go and live and all those things, you are not going to get mukti there. You get the mukti now in this janma, this manusha janma. In this janma, make it sarthakam, make it sapalyam for moksham, and that moksha is to mam upetya, by knowing it atma jnanam. So accordingly spend your time for atma jnanam, atma vicharam. Because even having reached that BrahmaLoka for so many yugas, for 1,000, I'm just not going to get moksha just by reaching a loka, by doing all of them. So then we will see a little bit more on that. So what about these 1,000 yugas and everything? Just for your own, I think I've covered a lot of time before, but just for your own calculation, we are all in Kali Yuga. Just from a relative factor of our Kali Yuga, we know 1 year, 1 human years, we call it human years, right? So this 1 human year in a Kali Yuga consists of 432,000 human years. 432,000 Kali Yuga. 432,000. Then Dwapara Yuga. Dwa means 2. Para means of higher than the Kali. Dwa para means 2 Kalis. 2 Kalis means 864,000 human years. Then Treta Yuga means 3 Kalis, meaning to say 1,296,000 human years. And Chatur Yuga, or we call it as a Satya Yuga or Krita Yuga, that one is 4 times Kali, that is 1,728,000 human years. Now, if you add all of them, it comes to 4.32 million years, because 4 Kali, then 3, 7, then 2, 9, plus 1, 10. So we said 432,000 is 1 Kali Yuga. So 1 Maha Yuga is into 10, 4.32 million years is 1 Chatur Yuga. Then the 1,000 time of this Chatur Yuga is 1 half kalpam. That is Brahmaji's 1/2 day. Sahasra Yuga Paryantam is equal to half kalpam. So 1 day and not 1 night becomes 1 kalpam of Chaturmukha Brahmaji. 1 kalpam. That is 2000 Chaturyugas. And 1 year is 360 kalpa. So like that, Brahmaji lives for 100 years. So by that calculation, if you keep on adding, Brahmaji's total lifetime comes to about 311 trillion human years. 311 trillion human years. In that, we are now in the Brahmaji's second half. Dvitiya, when you say Mamapata Samasya, Adya Brahmana, Dvitiya Pararde, meaning to say we are in the latter half of Chaturmukha Brahmas, maybe 55, 56. I think it comes some 60 or something like that. It comes. I don't remember that. So, even now, the scientists say that our creation is somewhere about 160 trillion years or something like that. But that not relevant. But just from a mathematical point of view, I just wanted to give you a reference. And what happens during these years is what is important. So Krishna gives more into that one. He says in shloka number 18, Avyaktat Vyaktayas Sarvaha Prabhavantyah Ragame Ratriagame Praliyante Tatraiva Vyakta Sangyake Avyaktat Vyaktayas Sarvaha Prabhavantyah Ragame Ratriagame Praliyante Tatraiva Vyakta Sangyake. So Bhagavan says, so there is a lot of destruction, creation, destruction happening during every kalpa, every yuga, every year. Every yuga. Yes, that's right. So Kali Yuga and everything. So what Krishna says, all these things happen, Arjuna, by dawn. Say, for example, he says, Aharagame, this one, Prabhavanti Aharagame, this 5 and 1. So, Ahaha Agame. Agame means Saptami Vyakti. In that arrival. Aham, Ahaha means daytime. Aharagame. On the rise of the dawn, on the rise of the dawn of Chaturmukha Brahma. That is, Chaturmukha Brahma is now going to open his eyes. As soon as he opens his eyes, what does he do? Avyaktat. Avyaktat means this is not there will be 2 avyakta coming here. This avyakta is the sukshma prakriti. The whole prakriti has gone to sleep. It is like what we have gone to sleep. When we have gone to sleep, your sukshma shariram is there. Only your sthula shariram, you're not aware of sthula shariram. But you're still aware of the sukshma shariram. That's why you got a kalpana and all the dreams and everything. So, the Sukshma Sharira, Avyakta. So, in this Avyakta is equal to Chaturmukha Brahma Sukshma Sharira. Very simple. That subtly manifested of Brahmaji because he has made all the whole Samashti Sukshma Shariram into a state of sleep. So, now he is awakening along with him all the Sukshma Shariram of all the beings. Avyakta, Sarvaha Vyaktayaha. All of them comes back, spring forth. All of them. Yaktaha, Vyaktayaha, meaning to say manifestation, Prabhavanti. Mean they happen. Prakriti. Then, again Ratri Agame, when the night comes, when he closes his eyes, Tatra Eva, in that place of Brahma, Chaturmukha Brahma, Tatra Eva, Avyakta Sangyake, that is why it is Dirgha, Tatraiva Vyakta Sangyake. Tatrayeva Avyakta Sangyake, that Avyakta Sangyake, what was known as an Avyaktam here, that Avyakta, what was known as Avyakta before, in that Tatrayeva Praliyante Sarva Vyaktaha. Sarva Vyaktaha, again, they themselves also Praliyante, they come and merge into Chaturmukha Brahma. Chaturmukha Brahma takes everybody back into that one. Now, why these shlokas are very important, why Krishna has to say more is, you are not that with one Kali Yuga, if you have not attained mukti, it is not that you are just going to get dispelled and then you start from fresh. You again go into the next Dwapara Yuga. We have come here to Kali Yuga because we have not attained Mukti in the Krita Yuga, in Treta Yuga. We have maybe lived with Rama, still we didn't attain. Then Krishna was there in Dwapara Yuga, maybe we didn't attain. So Krishna is again bringing this Bhagavad Gita in our Kali Yuga. Appa ippamadi apda moksha made. For that only it is coming. So Yuga Paryantam. So the karma has not been, your fruits has not been dealt with. You have to deal with the fruits. They just go and get vanished off like that just because Chaturmukha Brahma closes the eyes. That is one reason Bhagavan to say that. That तुम्हारा कर्म तुम ही जुगाना पड़ेगा, कभी भी होगा, कितना भी time होगा. And that this time of your Narajanma is the most absolute time that you have now got to get that, concentrate on these in the bigger stratospheres, that this minute here is so much important. This is the most ripe moment for me to do the karma. And the mukti again has to be attained only by knowledge, not by that one. And again to do that one, Bhagavan says, so does the new jet of jivas created Chaturmukha Brahma? No, he says the same one. Bhuta gramasya evayam bhutva praliyate ratragame vashav partha prabhavantyagaragame. Okay, the shloka 18 and 19 may look the same. The one key word that I want you to pick up is avashaha. Avashaha means, let's start same thing. That Bhutagrama Evayam, all this Bhutagrama, again and again they merge into Brahma when they sleeps and they again get up. But what is that one called Avashaha? Avashaha means you do not, whose Vashya is that one? Your Karma Pala Vashya. Meaning to say, you have sown the seeds, your seeds are going to reap the fruits. That is the Avashaha. Not that Brahmaji wants to hold you. Not that Brahmaji wants to release you. Brahmaji is just doing his duty. But you have not dissipated your fruits, you go back. And that you have again planted your seeds through karma, you come and again finish it off. Good karma, yes, I have to finish it off by again taking a birth as a good king, or me born in Australia somewhere, whatever it is. That's avashaka means to say, to really that it is your own vasham, really. Really it is your own vasham. Because it is your own karma, but the avashaka comes from the seeds that you have grown, which you don't get out of it. So you are caught in that one. That is the one Bhagavan wants. He says avashaka, that whatever it is his control. The Ishvara is just a governing factor, that he is not just going to pardon you and that he is just going to say, okay, fine, you are very close to me. Samipyam, sab maaf kar diya. Oh, that is a different one. But here, Bhagavan does forgive us, but here what he says is that one you have to, avashaha is equal to that one. So that's all is really different from the previous one. And the 20th one we'll finish it, and for the today we'll finish. The last one again, parastasmattu bhavonyo. This one we cannot stop here. Okay, that's why I highlighted. I will tell you why. Parastasmattu bhavonyo vyakto vyaktat sanatanaha yassa sarveshu bhuteshu nashyatsu na vinashyati. So there are only 2-3 shlokas in Gita where when we chant, like, here all you can do. Bhutagramasya evayam. You can stop. Bhutva. Here you can't, what would have said? Parastasmattu bhavonyaha avyakto vyaktat sanatanaha. What will happen? What will be the mistake? Your chandas will get spoiled. How it will get? The first one will be okay. Pa, ra, ras. Okay. Pa, ras, tas, mat, tu, ba, wo, ba, bavaha, ba, wo, ba, won, yaha. Won, yaha. 8. It's okay. Yo, if you become yaha, it's still 8. So that I'm okay. But if I take in the other one, see that one. If I put then what happens? Av becomes one syllable. Then vyak, vyak, vyak becomes the second one. To becomes third one. Then vyak becomes fourth one. Vyak. Ta, tat becomes fifth. Sa becomes six. Nath become na becomes 7. Ta becomes 8. Na becomes 9. Because it is become 9, chandas get spoiled. So if I don't use what happens? Vya becomes vyak. Vyak becomes 1. Vyak. Then to becomes 2. Tov, tov, tov. Then yak becomes 3. Then tat becomes 4. Tat. Then sa becomes 5. Na becomes 6. Ta becomes 7. Naha becomes 8. So 8 comes correctly. You got that one? So if you put it spoils it destructs the chandas. So chandas should not be spoiled when you chant. That is why we don't do it. So that is why we say parastas. So a good chanter, good person who understand how to chant, he will not split it. Parastasmatu bhavonyo vyakto vyaktat sanatanaha. So like that you take it. It will be very easy. Yassa sarveshu bhuteshu nashyatsu na vinashyati. So here Bhagavan wants to say, that is why I put the dotted lines in that, you see. I've compared this avyakta to this avyakta. There's a difference between these two, unmanifested. Now, avyakta normally means unmanifested. But in that unmanifested itself, this first one is a relative unmanifested entity. Whereas this avyakta is a absolute manifested entity. Now, how will I make you understand this? Say, for example, space. Space is it manifest or unmanifest? It's unmanifest. It's manifest from a creation point of view. But from a cognition point of view, you cannot cognize, you cannot objectify space. Nobody can objectify space. So we can say it's a relatively unmanifest, in the sense I can't see, I can't touch, I can't feel, I can't taste. You can't do anything with yours, or with a telescope also, it's only blank. You can do any amount of scientific instrument as well. It cannot be objectified. Space cannot be objectified. So something that cannot be objectified, we say it is not manifest. For me, an object should be manifest to objectify. Because I cannot objectify, I call space unmanifest. But truly, can I call, as per Shastra, space unmanifest? No, it's only a relative unmanifested entity. Similarly, take the whole entity before all the Panchabhuta came. That is called the relative unmanifestation. That's called maybe Mula Prakriti, but I don't want to go to Mula Prakriti. Take that as a relative unmanifest for the Chaturmukha Brahmaji. But this avyakta, when Bhagavan says, is the truly the Brahman, because Brahman is also avyaktam. Avyakto, avyakto yamati. In the second chapter it comes, no? Avyakto yamati. When that also Krishna says, no? Chapter number 2. Avyakto yamatam. No, in the Dvitiya Atma Avyakta, it also comes. Avyakto. No, that is also correct. Avyakto yamachintyo yam. Avyakto yamachintyo yam. Avikaryo yam uchyate. That one. Tasmat sarveshu bhuteshu. That avyakta and this avyakta, same avyakta. See, what I want to do is, when we do this relative study, we should be able to bring all these together. Avyakto yamachintyo yam avikaryo yam uchyate tasmadevam vidityainam nanushochitum arhasi. That one. That's fine. That's okay. So, what Bhagavan is trying to say, Bhagavan puts a big but. Very important, Arjuna. This tasmat. Tasmat means what? Panchabhyakti. From what? Tasmat Number 3, avyaktat. That one, that avyakta. This Chaturmukha's Brahma avyaktat. Yeah, Arjuna, sorry, this avyakta refers to that one only. Sorry, the another one will come. Okay. So this avyakta is not Sanatanam. That's what Bhagavan is trying to say. This avyakta, that one Chaturmukha Brahmas avyakta, number 3, which is the name of number 2 here, avyaktat, tasmat avyaktat. From that avyaktat, from that relative unmanifested entity, anyaha, paraha, anyaha, that which is, paraha means superlative. That which is superlative. That means he says there is one higher than this relative unmanifest. Anyaha paraha. What is that? Yaha, yaha, sanatanaha. That one that is superior, that yaha, that is sanatanaha. That is which is permanent, eternal. That sanatanaha, avyakta. Again, you see, understand? This both are avyakta. But this avyakta number 3 is equal to number 2, which is a relative one. Number 8 is a absolute unmanifest. From the relative unmanifest Arjuna, the Chaturmukha Brahma keeps creating and putting it. But there is one that is higher than that. That is the absolute unmanifest. That avyaktaha, Arjuna. Number 9, bhavaha. Bhavaha means that aksharam Brahma. That bhavaha here means it's not the feeling or expression. Here bhavaha means aksharam Brahma. This aksharam Brahma is the absolute Brahman. Abhideya, but he said, oh, the first question he says, aksharam Brahma. Oh, that aksharam Brahma. That aksharam Brahma, that Brahman, just take it as Brahman. That bhavaha number 9, saha, that Brahman, absolute Brahman, the absolute avyaktaha, saha, sarveshu bhuteshu nashyatsu na vinashyati. Even if all of them nashyatsu, the Chaturmukha BrahmaLoka, even Chaturmukha Brahma, even Shiva, Vishnu, everything, even though the whole thing collapses, that Brahma never vinashyati. That there is no destruction to that absolute unmanifest. Absolute unmanifest, which is nothing but the Aksharam Brahma, because it's Akshara Brahma Yogam that we are learning. So this Bhavaha is equal to Aksharam Brahma. For that, there is never a destruction. All these loka, Brahma Bhuvana loka, because they are subject to destruction, because they have a time and space limit, they will be destructive. But this absolute Brahman, which is this avyakta, is never subject to any destruction, and that is Sanatanam. That Sanatanam is where in all this dharma prevails. That is a Sanatana dharma. Saying that, I will finish today's one. But I hope you get the gist of this one. And this is the very important way we analyze these things. So what happens is your knowledge is completely samanmayam. Samanmayam means that it is binding and it abides by anything that you want to refer to. Even if I want to go to Bhakti Marga, Upasana Marga, I know how to treat this shloka and I know how to take it. But the absolute Lakshartha Bijam, that is my Lakshyam, and that also I have got it. So this makes sense to you and is applicable in all realms of our existence. That is the reason I wanted to go into the detail of this one. Saying that, I will finish today's class. Any doubt, any of you, Yatish ji and Nalini ji? Okay. You have understood very good. Om Tat Sat iti Srimad Bhagavad Gitasu Upanishatsu Brahma Vidyayam Yoga Shastre Shri Krishna Arjuna Samvade Akshara Brahma Yogo Nama Ashtamo Dhyayah Shri Krishna Arpanamastu. Om Tat Sat. Okay. I will send the recording.